rallying cry of the Jaguar faithful in the stands. Today, our draw features two from the AFC between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Cam Little after the opening kick. And we're underway from Everbank Stadium. Fields this one at the 3. And this drive will start inside the 25. But now out comes the Charger offense for their initial drive of the game. They're led out by the 6th-year pro out of Oregon. Productive his entire career so far. You and I are both big fans of this guy, Justin Herbert.
Just ho-hum, more of the same production from Herbert in year 5. In fact, it was the cleanest football of his career, Kate. 23 touchdowns, just 3 interceptions. But he's got to check that box of playoff wins. And that's not easy to do in this AFC.
They go play action. Here's Herbert. All in left side. And he'll be brought down along the 25-yard line.
There's no question, Kate, the big plays down the seam or big tight ends a fan favorite, but it's those type of catches right there. The short yardage, gets good coverage, contested catches that really make tight ends a locker room favorite.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Herbert from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be pushed down up near that 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains. There wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Opening carry of the game for Kimani Vidal. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
These linebackers of today, they are so quick. They're so twitchy. You don't get a body on them in a hurry, they're going to stick you right at the line of scrimmage.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Shotgun snap to Herbert. It's caught. This is Lag McConkey. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. This kid's down inside the 35-yard line. How about 29 yards on that play, partner, as they get the chains reset?
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
That's a statement throw right there. A statement throw that lets the opposing defense know it's not just going to be check down Charlie today. They're going to be willing to push the ball down the field, and this defense better respond.
They've got first down from the 31. Up the middle, Vidal. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. That one doesn't find its man, incomplete. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. That's gonna leave him with a tough 3rd and long. Well, he connected on 3 straight before that throw, Brock. Might not be perfect anymore on this drive, but they are still moving it well.
And I don't expect that one to interrupt his progress very long. They're still on a mission this series, and he's the one driving it.
Complete beyond the marker. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. Big gain, 14 on the play. And it brings up an LA first down.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
First and 10, Herbert. Steps up, and he's running with it. A nice pickup of 11 there, Brock, and they'll have 1st and goal to figure out.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field, and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
This drive has been excellent. A few shots now. It's starting with 6 as they come up on it. 1st and goal. Dale trying this up the gut. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on 2nd and goal.
You know, Kate, these are the situations in training camp that I love more than anything to watch. You learn so much about a football team in these goal-to-go situations. You know you got to protect that goal line, and the defense, well, they did the job on 1st down. More to come.
Dale again. And his defense standing tall. They keep him out of the end zone. Give him around 3 yards, and it sets him up with 3rd and goal from the 2.
That's twice now where runs have not gotten them into the end zone, but you kind of set yourself up. Actually, you set yourself up really well for a little play action right here.
2 yards away from a touchdown to begin this game. Here's 3rd and goal. Putting the tight end in motion. 3rd and goal. Here's Herbert. And he will score. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Chargers finish up an excellent opening series. Justin Herbert with the touchdown. So a very run-heavy approach to this one thus far. Hard to argue with the results as they start out with a touchdown, Brock.
Yep, even in a passing league, Kate, it's how a lot of teams like to start, right? Everybody loves to think of winning the line of scrimmage. Why? Well, it sets up play action. It makes your protections a little bit easier. Win the line of scrimmage in this league, you have to win the game.
Now it's Cameron Dicker on for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Chargers will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Jaguars, nothing.
All lined up and ready to boot it away. Starting from the 5. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. So here are the Jaguars taking over for the first time on offense. They're brought out by the 5th-year man out of Clemson. Hard to believe it's year 5, isn't it, Brock? Former #1 overall pick, Trevor Lawrence.
The promise and the potential, well, they've been with Lawrence his whole football life. From high school at Georgia to stardom at Clemson and even a playoff run in Jacksonville. It's just consistency. Week in and week out, that'll be the next step for Trevor in his career.
They've got a man in motion. On 1st and 10, here's Lawrence. And that's going to be incomplete. Flipping to his back to start this one. So back to the huddle now for 2nd down.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Another try from the 25. It's 2nd and 10. Here's Travis Etienne on the ground. And it's a 3-yard gain through the traffic. Brought down on the effort by Derwin James.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Throwing is Lawrence on 3rd down. That's caught. He's got Washington. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
A gain of 10 yards. And the Jaguars, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Here's Etienne on 1st down. That is exactly why you rally to the football. Got through one tackle, but the next guy gets him for a loss.
You know, that's so hard for me, Kate. That's the type of effort that deserves better when it comes to the results. It's going to show up as a negative run on the stat sheet, but that was not the runner's fault. He did all he could to fight to get back to the line, but this defense just kept swarming.
Slot man motioned over. Out of the gun, Lawrence. Completed over the middle. And he's going to be brought down at the 42.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
They come to the line here, and this is 3rd and 6. To the air on 3rd and long. Cover man is there, and he harmlessly knocks it away. Incomplete. First time this game they've looked to him. And it's 4th down. So no initial clapback, at least not immediately. Gonna have to play from a deficit for at least a little while as that opening drive stalls out.
And your hope here offensively is that deficit remains unchanged when you get the ball back the next time, because you do not want to be looking 2 scores down to start this one out.
And this one never had a shot. It's well over the goal line and the end zone entirely. That'll be a touchback. The Chargers getting their offense set for their second drive. And they take the field exactly where they want it to be, Brock. Up a touchdown early and with the home crowd a little quieter than normal.
I'm not going to lie to you, Kate. I think most quarterbacks, competitors love playing on the road when they do just this. Just quiet them, right? Turn them against their own team. They were quiet after that opening touchdown. You score another one, they're going to start to murmur, and we might even hear a few boo birds.
Here's Herbert, 1st and 10. Throw left side, grabbed by Allen. And he's going to be brought down up at the 28-yard line.
That's what they call staring down the gun barrel. You know as a quarterback, you're about to get absolutely blasted. You've got to deliver an accurate throw just like that.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. They'll run. This is Vidal. And it's a quality effort here as he's pushed out right along the 40. It's a gain of 12 there. And the Chargers will have a first.
Oh, that vision he has when he gets into space like a chess master. Seeing multiple moves ahead of time. He knows who's going to attack and at what angles, and he maneuvers his way through before someone could finally get to him.
Running with Vidal out of the gun. And the big gain followed by a little bit of a loss here. Defense getting the better of him on that run. Ooh, talk about a bad look there, Brock. Going jumbo set and still moving backwards after that play.
I don't think you're talking to this defense, Kate, because I think they thought that was an excellent look to knock that thing backwards.
Yeah, good point, good point. Back to the line they come, 2nd down. Throwing now, Herbert. Finds him over the middle. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
It takes a certain level of fearlessness, craziness to work over the middle of the field in this league. You're fighting through guys as you go, and all the while you know you could take a lick at any time.
Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7. They'll air it out on 3rd. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
We know in this league you can't start every game with scoring drives, but I think that's a clear picture of why you don't keep this drive sustained. Got to execute on the most important down, and that's 3rd down.
So on 4th down, here's J.K. Scott on to punt it away for the Chargers. Second drive coming up for the Jacksonville offense. And they're certainly hoping for some better results here after that first drive ended in a punt. Jaguars look ready to go. Here comes 1st and 10. Here's ETN to begin the drive. This drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL, but it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock them behind the sticks. Job well done there.
Here comes the screen for ETN. And they're all over that screen, Brock. Didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage.
Okay, that's one of those situations as a quarterback that on my grade sheet, that's a negative. That screen was ambushed by the defense, and you've got to throw it away. Just find a way to put it at his feet and not create a negative play for your offense.
Third down, Chargers have 6 DBs out there. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Into the hands of his running back, ETN. And he's taken down after a very productive effort there, Brock, up to the 40-yard line. So 3rd and 16, no problem for him as they get the first.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Every time I see one of those angle routes, I think back to my day 1 install. Rookie minicamp in the NFL. Texas, angle route. 49ers of the 80s, they were making hay with it then, and the running back's still doing it to this day.
And he works it forward to the 43-yard line. That's Denzel Perryman in on a stop. Now the completion rate is strong, partner. The yards, you got to imagine, will start to come soon enough.
You never go broke taking a profit, and you know this one too, Kate. The crumbs always lead to...
Oh, the cookie. Now I'm hungry. 2nd down now. They need 7. ETN gets it on the draw. Looks like he gained about 3 yards. It's also going to bring up 3rd down.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays. The ones that amount to really very little statistically and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains of next week.
3rd and 4 coming up now. From the shotgun, Lawrence. Back to one of his favorite targets this drive, but incomplete. And that's going to bring up 4th down.
Okay, we've seen this running back pretty busy here early on in the passing game, and not just with checkdowns. You could tell this was going to be part of the game plan, and I don't think one incompletion here to him is going to deter that effort.
The Jaguars into punt formation. Darius Davis returning for the Chargers. Nice punts here, up and angled towards the sideline. So this one sails over the sideline, and they'll spot it where a touchback would go at the 20-yard line. The Charger offense making its way to the field. And their goal is going to be doubling that 7-0 lead they have so far. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. On the play fake, it's Herbert. He keeps it and takes off. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
13 yards on the play. And the Chargers, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 30.
When a play breaks down, every once in a while, you got to be able to make a play with your legs. His offense counts on that ability to evade pressure and occasionally make plays just like that one.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Here's a give to Vidal. And they'll bring him down to put an end to this opening quarter. So we're through 1. The Chargers have an early lead. Back to Everbank Stadium in just a bit. We're back and all set for the 2nd quarter. Charger football. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. They stay on the ground with Vidal. And he takes it across midfield and into Jaguars territory. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8.
Sometimes just feel like in the background of every ho-hum run is a bigger play that just needed one more component. Get that extra block a little longer, find the lane quicker. The defender maybe a half step late, and this could have been much, much more exciting.
Motioning the tight end now. To the air this time, Herbert. Throws caught. And they make the play at the 39 just before he can pick up that first down.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
3rd down, 1 yard to go. Trying to sneak, it's Herbert. And they're going to down him by contact as they've got enough for a new set of downs.
That's another.
That may not look like much, but that is a confidence builder for quarterback and offensive line in particular. When you know you can push the pile on 3rd down on a sneak and get a first down, you may have to come back to that in a bigger moment in this one later.
Herbert now off the play fake. Oh, he's going for it again. Herbert lost the football. Oh, the Jags got it. We'll get an injury stoppage. That's one of the Chargers, who's pretty shaken up and being tended to. Jacksonville offense ready to get going. Here's 1st and 10. On the ground to begin this drive with Etienne. And finally they bring him down. He shook off a couple of defenders there on a nice pickup. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have 2nd down and 3.
Well, that run may not move the chains, Kate. That is such a confidence builder. Sets the tone for more play action, maybe more runs. That's exactly how you want to start a drive.
7 yards on that last play, so this is 2nd and 3. Etienne again. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. They get 6 and a first down as well.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
First down, and they go right back to it. And he's all the way across midfield, down inside that 45-yard line. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
Every offense in this league is looking for a back who can be an athlete and a bruiser at the same time. You feel lucky if you got one. Someone who can, well, eat up space when the lanes are open and deliver a little punishment to stretch plays when that tackler tries to meet him in the hole.
Here's their first carry for LeQuint Allen. And he gets him around 6 there. Stopped by Deion Henley.
Really good patience right there. It's hard to do for runners in this league because these holes close up so fast. But he was patient, he was explosive, and got a nice little gain on the ground.
First down run gets him 6, so now it is 2nd and 4. Here's Lawrence to throw. Short pass brought in. And he's going to go out with a pickup of 3, so chipping away a few here ahead of this 3rd down.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
Lawrence here running the sneak. They were loaded and ready for that sneak, weren't they? They stopped him at the line. No gain.
That's more than a must-get for a quarterback. I really put that in the always-get territory. Even if the defense knows what's coming, you got to be able to drive forward for at least a couple inches.
Ball at the 33 for first down. Lawrence working from the gun. Completed to his running back. And he's going to be hauled down at the 2, and that sets up first and goal.
I think one of my favorite adjectives, I don't know why, it just sounds good off the lips, is shred. Shredding paper, shredding the slopes, or dude shredding a defense just like that.
Just need 2 more yards that they couldn't get on that last play. Here's first and goal. ETN can't fight past that line. They stop him at the 3. That goose egg up on the scoreboard, Brock, that is not going away anytime soon if they keep having plays like that.
They really need something. An injection of energy here. Nothing will take the spark out of a series quite like getting stuck for a loss.
Went in the wrong direction the last play. Need to get forward 3 yards here on second and goal. Hands it to the receiver here in motion. Oh, look at this sweep. He's hit and driven backwards. This is going to force him into third and goal.
You see that sweep blown up before it gets to the outside, you know defensively, tremendous anticipation. But even more, better execution.
Now from back at the 4, here's third and goal. Now Lawrence. Pressure's there, and the Chargers got him. And the defense are down away from completing this stand. It's fourth and goal.
This defense has been trying like mad to do anything to disrupt the rhythm, get the QB off his spot. It's got to be a massive relief to see their efforts paid off on that play.
Facing fourth down, the Jags electing to send out Cam Little for this field goal try. This from 30 yards out. Little knocks it through. And they're able to get 3 points off that turnover.
It's one of those moments where you feel like, yeah, I know you're still trailing, but everybody did their job. Defense took the ball away. Offense put you in position to kick it, and special teams delivers with 3.
We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. Darius Davis to return it. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. The Chargers offense getting set to take over. And their defense held up after that fumble. Only gave up 3, so time for this offense to make it up to them. Get some points of their own. LA bringing the offense to the line. Here's first and 10. Here's Vidal on the give. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
First play of the drive lost a yard. Need to get it back and some change here. Second down. Another run for Vidal. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means third down coming up.
I know these DNs love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday. But doing the dirty work, playing the run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
This drive in jeopardy. Here's a 3rd and 10. 3rd and long for him here. That one's good to McConkey. And he's going to have this down at the 42-yard line. A big 34-yard pickup there. And it brings up an LA first down.
And the Chargers first down. A gain of 34 yards. First down, Los Angeles.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Herbert on first down. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
Well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on a throw, that's a go-to route to target.
5 still to go here. This is second down. Out of the shotgun, a give to Vidal. He gets it ahead, winds up with about 3. Stopped by Foye Oluokun.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 1.
3rd down now, Jaguars going nickel. Vidal trying this up the gut. And he's stopped at the 31-yard line. 3 yards there and enough to move the chains.
Win the early battle. Get a little leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that first down right there.
They've got first down from the 31. This is Vidal. He has room past the 25. He's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And the Chargers will have a first.
These running backs love getting into the open field, and the best of them, they're not even looking at the man right in front of them. They're looking at that next level to get a chunk run like that.
Working inside the red zone. Gets it to him on the screen. And he gets back to the line, but no more.
And the defense was all over that throw, able to stop it right at the line. They could smell that one coming, and they sniffed it out in a hurry.
2nd and 10. Need something positive here. Up the middle, Vidal. And he's going to be bottled up just a few yards into that second down run. They get about 4 there. Need a little more than that now on 3rd and 6.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
We're at the 2-minute warning now from Everbank. It's the Chargers facing a 3rd and 6. Third and long. They're going to throw. On to the left side, and Johnston has it. And he's close, but they say he did not get there. It's going to be 4th and maybe a yard.
Brings up 4th down and less than a yard.
The Chargers sending out Dicker the kicker to add 3 to the board. High percentage look for him here from the left hash. Dicker connects there and add 3 to their lead as it extends to 7.
In that close, kicks have to be automatic. That won't stop the head coach, though, from holding his breath for a couple seconds until he sees it's up and good.
The career is my stake when you win your prime. That paper baby, my face on the dotted line. I've been flying out of town for some peace of mind. It's like always, they just want a piece of mind. I've been focused on the
Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Has this at the 6. Shoots away from one. This makes it up to the 25. The Jaguars send running back Travis Etienne trotting back out to the field. And he sure has proven to be a handful for them, grabbing their attention as a runner, but actually doing a good bit of damage as part of the team's passing game, too. Jaguars look ready to go. Here comes 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Lawrence. That's Thomas, he's got it. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he can reach that 40. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
I think my favorite part is the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Out of the gun, Lawrence. This is a heater going deep. That's grabbed inside the 30. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. He finds 37 yards on the play to move those chains.
Jaguars, first down. First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
I try to remind you a time or two, Kate, that you always got to start your read from the secondary forward. You got to see what the safeties are doing. If you're going to throw a ball in the middle third, deep downfield like that, you have to have tremendous awareness of where those safeties were, and the QB just nailed it.
On first and 10, here's Lawrence. Completed over the middle. And they make the stop as that play reaches the 14-yard line.
To Washington. 10 yards on the pickup. It's second and inches. At the Chargers, 14
Only need about the length of the football, maybe a touch more on this second and inches. Out of the gun, a give to Etienne. They stop him just in time. He got back to the line, but denied the yard they needed. Third down coming up. A timeout taken by Jacksonville. It's second. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. Battle coming up on third and inches. Now it's Lawrence. We'll have the first down and even more. It's a Jacksonville touchdown. The Jaguars earn the chance to tie it before halftime. It seems like a lot of the time, Rob, even if the results aren't quite as flashy every rep, tight ends are even more reliable scorers than a lot of receivers are when it comes to the passing game.
Yeah, I would agree with that, but there's also a lot more real estate for them to work with. When I think of the receivers, they got to deal with the sidelines, that 12th defender. Many of these tight ends, they've got a ton of field to work with, and when they prove to the quarterback they can be a difference maker, he'll look for them.
Cam Little to try the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Jaguars tie things 10-10. After tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. On the return, here comes Davis. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. The Chargers and running back Imani Vidal trotting back out to the field. Not a whole lot of time left for him to put something together here before the break. And even 20 seconds left at their disposal on the final drive of this half. All right, keeping it simple. They're just going to call a give right up the middle. He's going to be stopped right around the 37. Timeout called by the Chargers. They're first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
A run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know it can set the table for more.
Markers reset, ball at the 37. They send a receiver in motion right. First and 10, Herbert. Throwing the out route complete. And he nearly gets him another first down as they force him out just shy of the marker.
The smartest pass catchers I've ever been around, they know how to set up an outcut beautifully. They recognize when they have leverage, how to sell the deep route, and then boom, they just break it out as if it's nothing.
The entire playbook is open here, Brock. It is second and inches. Throwing now, Herbert. Dumps it off to his running back. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. They get the timeout called. We've got 5 seconds remaining in the half. New set of downs for him from the 46. First and 10. Here's Herbert. And he's going to let this fly towards the end zone. And they will not connect. Took his shot there to end the half, but no dice. That's going to take us to the break.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Scott Hansen here with an abridged version of the halftime report. Both offenses still trying to find their way. Tight, competitive game, though, as we are tied at the half. To find out who will come out on top, let's rejoin our broadcast team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
All right, thanks for that hard work, Scott. These two teams ready to break this tie as we welcome you back for the third quarter. Well, we're set up for an incredible second half. All tied as we kick it away here in quarter number 3. This return starts at the 5. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. Gets at the 25-yard line. Here come the Jaguars, taking the field on offense to start the third. And they could take control in the second half early, Brock, if they break the tie on this opening drive. Going trips left here as they get set. First and 10. From the shotgun, Lawrence. Completes, it's Myers. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Just a yard left to go on second down. Lawrence throwing here. And the Chargers get home, and they drop him. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
This is a time where you get in that huddle and you just look at one another and say, hey, let's get back in rhythm. Get back in rhythm. Get something good to feel good about. Sure, you'd love to get the first down, but more than anything, just find a positive play after a huge sack.
A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here. Throw here, 3rd down. Called in by Myers. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Pulled in at the 20. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. Now LA getting its offense all set to go. And in a tie game, we've been sensing a breakthrough coming, Brock. Might this be the drive where we finally see one side get the edge over the other?
Well, if it is, Kate, you know and I know it's about play-to-play execution and more than likely making sure they can convert in some of those situational downs.
Throwing on first is Herbert. And he can't escape. Jaguars all over him. And after one play, this drive might already be in trouble. That's going to push him back for second down.
Wow, it has been such a good day offensively for the guys up front. That's actually the first sack by this defense. And now comes the real question mark. Will it lead to more? Or will this offense learn a lesson and get back to the rhythm they've been in protecting?
Need to get that yardage back and a little bit more, too. It's 2nd and 14. Give right side to Vidal. Continuing to move past the 45. And he's going to have this down to the 42-yard line. He finds 37 yards on the play to move those chains.
And the Chargers, first down. A gain of 37 yards. First down, Los Angeles.
Kate, that's the type of run that shines the light well on him as a runner, of course, but you got to give a lot of credit to everybody else. Those skill guys, when you have an outside run, they got to do their job. Not just the big boys up front, not just the running backs. That takes everyone in the perimeter blocking to get a big run like that.
And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And it brings up an LA first down.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
Offense is set. 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Herbert. Short pass brought in. And they shove him out. Looks like he got about 6 before they did so. It's 2nd down.
I know I could sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. They'll run. This is Vidal. And he's going to manage 3 for them on the play. Stopped just a little bit shy of the marker.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 1.
3rd and a lone yard coming up. He has it on the QB sneak. He's going to be touchdown as he gets him enough to pick up the first down.
It's a gain of 2. That's another Chargers first down. A pickup of 2 yards.
It's about the simplest play in the playbook, and they execute it like it was drawn up. That push gets them the first down.
They'll come up on 1st and 10. Play action now for Herbert. That one connects. And they're going to be set up with 1st and goal as this goes out of bounds, Brock, at the 3-yard line.
It was such a privilege for me to watch Marvin Harrison and Reggie Wayne in person in Indianapolis do their work. Darrell Jackson out in Seattle. They showed how great a deep out is as a chain-moving play. It's all about getting that leverage at the top of the route and then exploiting the leverage as that ball arrives on time downfield.
And he finds it in the end zone for an LA touchdown. The Chargers grab the lead on their first series of the half. Lad McConkey with a touchdown. Well, Brock, it wasn't hard to see why they botched on that play fake. Even our camera operator was fooled into thinking it was a run, but certainly made it easier to connect on that touchdown pass.
And that's all about the attention to details, Kate. Really is. The offensive line getting their pads down. The running back and quarterback at that mesh point, making it look exactly like a run. You do the details on the front end, and the play-action game rewards follow on the back end.
Dicker on now for the PAT.
Extra point.
Extra point set right down the middle. And the Chargers break that tie and now lead by 7.
Jaguars 10.
Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Fielded at the 7. And he's brought down just inside the 25.
Jaguars take over.
Out now runs the Jaguars offense. They'll look to knot up this game right now as they trail 17-10. Jacksonville offense ready to get going. Here's 1st and 10. Here's ETN to begin the drive. They bring him down, but not before he picks up 7, Brock, to begin this drive.
That run may not have gotten you a first, but sure, nice little run to set the table.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 31-yard line.
Last run got him 7. Here comes 2nd and 3. Lawrence working from the gun. Ooh, would have been a big gainer if they connected, but they could not. Instead, 3rd down coming up.
You know, there's not a lot of tight ends who are true weapons this far down the field. Not a lot of cover guys who can match up with them in terms of size. They tried to get it to him in a spot where he could win it, but no connection to be made.
3rd down, Lawrence to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And this defense makes the stop in a big way to bring up 4th down.
Terrific zone coverage. Wallpaper sideline to sideline. QB's got 2 options. Wait for a hole to open or tuck it to run. He chose the former, but the pass rush showed up before any throwing lane did.
Jacksonville in punt formation. Logan Cook, the one to kick it away. The fair catch taken in at the 28-yard line. The Chargers and running back Imani Vidal trotting back out to the field. And his production is carried over into this 2nd half. He keeps on running well, even with the workload they placed upon him. LA offense all set. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Herbert. That throw finds Conklin. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37.
Hey, you like these results on 1st. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on 2nd down. That playbook is wide open.
Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2. The play fake. Now Herbert to throw. Looking for his back, but it will not find him. That's incomplete. Brings up 3rd down.
I don't mind that play action shot at all, Kate, especially in this circumstance. The only problem is I think that defensive coordinator was thinking the way the offensive coordinator was as they defended that pretty darn well.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Throwing now on 3rd and 2. That one's good to McConkey. And he's all the way across midfield down inside that 45-yard line. It's a 21-yard gain. And the Chargers will have a 1st.
1st down.
Double coverage deal breaker for a lot of QBs, Brock, but less so when it's a target you trust.
You know, it's interesting, Kate, even 20-something years ago, watching Marvin Harrison and Peyton Manning work, every defense would go into every game trying to double cover him, but yet those two, well, like we just saw right there, just got it done regardless.
Taking the deep shot there on 1st down. Okay, no luck connecting. It's incomplete.
You know what I like about this shot down the field, Kate? It keeps the defense honest. They know defensively, if we overcommit, we could get burned deep.
After the incomplete pass, here comes 2nd and 10. It's Herbert once more. He just keeps fighting McConkey. And he runs this to the 25 before being brought down. That play good for 17 and a 1st down.
17 yards. And the Chargers, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
It's sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
Bringing the offense up to the line. 1st and 10. Now Herbert again. Has him on the quick hitter. And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22.
Just stay on schedule. Just stay on schedule, right? SOS. Bad thing on a shift. Good thing on a football field. Even a little completion keeps this offense on schedule.
2nd down now, 7 to go. Running with Vidal out of the gun. Excellent play defensively as they get to him behind the line. It's going to bring up 3rd down.
Give some credit to the defense on that one. We don't see him get fooled into making the wrong read very often in the RPO. That's why the RPO, in fact, is part of their game to begin with. He normally makes the right call. He didn't do it there.
Play number 8 of this drive, and it's 8 that they need here on 3rd down. 3rd and long. They're going to throw. They'll make a bid for it on the ground. And he will score. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Chargers take a 13-point lead. Justin Herbert with the touchdown. Well, Brock, it looked like it took the full defense a while to recognize that he was actually running with it. I think it limited their ability to stop what turned into a pretty impressive touchdown.
I think you're exactly right on this one, Kate. Not too many scrambles go this far for a touchdown. And you got to give some credit to the guys around him. None of those receivers, tight ends, well, they just sold it. They didn't look back at him, had they? I think the defense is able to react and stop that touchdown. Instead, that's 6 big points on the board.
Dicker tacks on the extra point. And the Chargers double their lead to 14.
Jaguars 10.
Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Here's a return from the 7. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Now the Jaguars offense ready to take over once more. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. Jaguars look ready to go. Here comes 1st and 10. Lawrence to throw it. Catch is made down the right sideline. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
Great start to this drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just one play. Lawrence with it on 1st. Finds a man right side. And they've got to him just a step or two before he can reach the 40 as he's sent out. It's a pickup of 11. And that's a Jaguar 1st down.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted him in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
Putting a receiver in motion. Throwing on 1st down, Lawrence. Here comes the screen for ETN. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that'll be good for a Jacksonville 1st down.
We've heard it said, and I believe it to my core, football is the ultimate team sport. And a well-run screen like that is the ultimate team play because it takes all 11 doing their job.
Here's ETN on 1st down. And he's taken out of bounds as he gets it down near the red zone. They get an even 10 on that play. And that's a Jaguar 1st down.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want in the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
Going to the ground again on first. And a nice little run there, gets him 5. Second down upcoming.
You know, Kate, these are some of the little hidden plays in a game. It doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets you good yardage, B, it sets up your play action, and C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
Run picks up 6, so that means it's 2nd and 4. Lawrence hangs out to it. Tackle made at the 10, 1st and goal coming up.
The difference right there, Kate, between that gain and a big hit for a loss, some really quick decision-making. He made a quick read, saw the running back was going to get hit if he handed it, and he pulls it himself for a positive gain.
Coming to the line, this is 1st and 10. Takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. The Jaguars shave some off the deficit late in the quarter. Travis Etienne, the touchdown. Well, we all knew what was coming when they got into that goal line formation, didn't we, Brock? And they just pound the rock in for an old-school touchdown.
I just sometimes love that stuff.
Yep.
Nothing fancy, nothing cute. Here's our formation. You know we're running right at you, and we challenge you to stop us, and you can't.
On is Little for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Jaguars chop the lead in half. It's down to 7.
Jaguars 17.
And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Return coming from the 6. Escapes the defender. Makes it up to the 37 as he's tackled. 3 quarters in the books from this one. It's Chargers football as they try to hang on to a lead in a close game. Markers reset, ball at the 37. Herbert on first down. Finds him on the crossing route. And this great effort winds up getting them well into enemy territory before he's brought down. Give him 24 on that play. And it brings up an LA first down.
Chargers first down. 24-yard gain on the play. And the Chargers first down.
We hear about basketball on grass so much more of the space and speed coming to the NFL game. That play's so indicative of it. Get that point guard in the open field and let him do his thing.
Herbert, quick out wide, complete. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got first down.
It's another Chargers first down. A gain of 16 yards. First down, Los Angeles.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about two things: separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks. That's the trust. And then they got to believe that that separation can create the big play down the field.
And they're going to be humbled here on first down. Going to wind up losing yards on this play.
On these first and 10 calls, defenses are always keyed in that a run might be coming their way. And as soon as the QB turned to give the ball, the entire defense came crashing in to bury them for a loss.
All right, here we go. Second down. They motion the tight end over. Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. To the right and pulled in by McConkey. And they'll advance this down to the 5-yard line. And even 20 yards on the play, and it awards them with a first and goal.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
First and goal at the 5-yard line.
All set up for an insurance score here. It's first and goal. Here's a give to Vidal. And the defense holds, Brock. They catch him at the 4. He only gets back to that line of scrimmage.
Guessing everybody in the huddle on the sidelines sure want a little bit more from that run, but you didn't go backwards. Still in a great spot, and can't wait to see what they do here on second and goal.
Still chances to get these final 4 yards. It's second and goal. Gets it again. And this is headed the wrong way. He's closed in on for a loss. That one felt kind of counterintuitive there, Brock. They load up the line with that extra blocking, and then the run goes out to the edge anyway.
That's right. You put two tight ends on the field, yeah, you can live with a stalemate. It's hard to move people in the NFL, but you do not want to go backwards.
Big play coming up here as everyone gets set for third and goal. Herbert from the gun. Catch is made in close. And that's a Los Angeles touchdown. The Chargers go up by 2 scores as they try to put this one away. It's a Keenan Allen touchdown. Well, in a close game, they needed somebody to make that type of play. Now it pushes their lead to a couple of scores and makes a comeback that much more difficult.
You know, Kate, their offense did its part and padded the lead. Now it's up to this defense to make this 2-score lead hold up and carry it across the finish line.
Dicker on now for the PAT. The point after splits the uprights. And the Chargers double their lead to 14.
31. Jaguars 17.
Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. His effort's going to get him to that 32-yard line before he's taken down. Jacksonville heading out there on offense. And they just saw that lead stretch out to a 2-score margin now. Really makes this a must-score series late.
And, Kate, you know I believe this. You can never play this game in a state of desperation, but a state of urgency got to be at sky high right now.
It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Hands it to the receiver here in motion. Oh, look at this sweep. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
One of the challenges when you run that jet sweep is you better secure that edge. I've not seen a great jet sweep in my life where you don't win the edge of the line of scrimmage. And that time, the defense got the job done.
Went the wrong way on first down, Brock. Here comes second and 12. Out of the gun. Lawrence. Completed over the middle. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line.
The goal of that little drag route is to get him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. That picked up a good chunk, and it was nearly a big play.
To the line. Here's 3rd and 3. From the shotgun, Lawrence. Got his man. Thomas has it. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And that'll be good for a Jacksonville first down.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
As any quarterback will tell you over the course of their career, it's not easy to deliver an accurate throw as you're about to get smacked.
Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. Here's Lawrence to throw. Completes another one to Thomas. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Second down now. They need 7. From the gun, ETN gets it. And they find him after just a yard. And it's 3rd down.
He's brought down at the 39-yard line. A 1-yard gain brings up 3rd and 6.
Air it out on 3rd. And that one hits the deck. No fear from them trying to go deep on 3rd down. You love that. Don't love the fact they couldn't connect. 4th down coming up.
You know, I love this, Kate, from an offense. Just philosophically, stretching that secondary out with your tight end. Even still, one of the deeper targets you're going to see him get. It's a shame they couldn't quite connect.
Facing 4th down, the Jags electing to send out Cam Little for this field goal try. It's a deep shot for him from that left hash. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that'll get him back to 11.
That field goal didn't do a lot on the scoreboard to make it a more attackable deficit, but it does create a sense of urgency here for this defense to get off the field.
All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. Has this at the 6. Decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. The Chargers are being led back out on offense by Justin Herbert here. And like we've seen from him before, Brock, he got a good game going early through the air and kept the pressure up from then on. He's still taking it to him now as we work through this second half. Chargers getting set. 1st and 10. They send one of the tight ends in motion right. Now it's Vidal. And he powers ahead for about 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
That's what I call a rhythm starter right there. The offenses love execution of plays like that on first down, Kate, because now that playbook is wide open. All options on the table for 2nd down.
First down run gets him 6, so now it is 2nd and 4. They stay on the ground with Vidal. Well, even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. You can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Herbert now to throw on 3rd. That one's nabbed by Allen. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
It's a gain of 8. And the Chargers first down. First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
They'll head up first and 10 from the 42. Shotgun snap to Herbert. On a quick slant, he's got Allen. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason this is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
After a good pickup, they're set up with second and short. Back to throw. Here's Herbert. He's got it. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And the Chargers will have a first.
Sometimes you're looking to push the ball down the field. As I've said before, the crumbs lead to a cookie. And you never go broke taking a profit, and those big tight ends will often find you those easy check down yards.
Allen sent in motion right. Idell now from the pistol. Finds a nice lane there, and that's good for 6 yards.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
7 yards on that last play, so this is 2nd and 3. Short pass brought in. Running in the red zone. He makes it in for the Los Angeles touchdown. The Chargers have likely locked up the win right there. It's a Keenan Allen touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period. Yeah. End of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
Dicker on now for the PAT. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Chargers push their lead to 18.
Jaguars 20.
Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Return coming from the 6. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. Now the Jaguars getting set to go. And scoring hasn't been the issue for him, Brock, but it has been impossible to hold pace with the offense on the other side of this football field.
And we know they can't get this all back in one play, but they better do it with a sense of urgency.
Jacksonville offense ready to get going. Here's 1st and 10. Lawrence working from the gun. He's going to keep it this time. And he's taken down just a couple of yards shy of the 40. They get 13 on the pickup. And that's a Jaguar first down.
I can tell you what, that was the goal from the moment he took off. Kept his eyes locked on the chains and made sure he set them up with a new set of downs. Well done.
New set of downs for him at the 38. On 1st and 10, here's Lawrence. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
That was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
After the incompletion, still at the 38, it's 2nd and 10. Lawrence throwing here. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be brought down at the 42.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to third down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
6 yards to go here. It's third down. Third and long. They're going to throw. He lobs this one up, looking deep to the right side. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Oh, that took some force right there. That took some serious defensive effort to force the incompletion. You're not going to see a lot of guys ever let go of a football when they got a first down right in their midst. That force, that contact, separated man from ball.
Down big, they're going to exhaust all options, it appears. The offense lining up to go for this. Desperation time here. Oh, Lawrence is hit. The ball is loose. And the Chargers think they have it, and they do. Well, whether they recover that one or not, either way, they were turning the ball over there. But no doubt, probably stings a little bit extra fumbling it away instead of just being stopped short.
It sure does, because look at the defense. Look at what you just gave them momentum-wise. Not just the ball, but the spirit of those guys knowing, yeah, they not only stuffed you, but they could rip that ball away from you too.
First and 10 from the 41. A play fake. Now Herbert to throw. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Was hoping to get that one to Keenan Allen. And now it's second down.
That's a throw at this level. With so much speed and length, you got to be real careful. Rarely do you find a clean window down the middle. It's going to be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there.
Second and 10 now. Herbert. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. And things look tougher now with third and long.
No surprise to see the quarterback go back to that well. That security blanket that's been his tight end all game long, but finally, this defense has an answer.
On third down, Herbert. And he's there to knock away the pass and force a fourth down.
Small little jab there, finally landed by the defense. Able to break up one of these passes, but let's be real. We know who's been landing the heavy punches all game long. Looks like they're going to keep being aggressive too, Kate. I love that. Stay on the gas.
Field goal. A 58-yard attempt.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that stretches the lead to 21.
I know it's not a touchdown, but that's exactly what you want to do after a takeaway. Make them pay, and in this case, with 3.
Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Returning it from the 4. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Jacksonville offense back on the field now. And nothing to show from their last drive except, well, we did see a couple of short tempers, Brock. Not happy to have fumbled away that series.
Yeah, fumbles are one of those mistakes, Kate, you don't get a lot of grace for in the NFL. Just one in a game is too many. Got to find a way to protect the rock.
Jaguars look ready to go. Here comes first and 10. Lawrence to throw it. Short pass caught by his tight end. And some excellent work to drive them all the way up past the 30-yard line. They get an even 10 on that play. And that'll be good for a Jacksonville first down.
First and 10.
Well, they got him down before he could do any more damage in terms of yards. That's no easy job, mind you, tackling a big tight end. But the main damage had already been done. He kept this drive going by getting beyond the line of game.
And that one's going to be incomplete. A deep look, unsuccessful. That's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. So still 10 to go on second from the 33-yard line. Back to throw. Here's Lawrence. Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete. Not on the same page with his tight end. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
10 yards to go.
You really want those throws to be like clockwork for your offense. Every team needs to hit passes in that short to intermediate range to effectively move the ball.
Throwing is Lawrence on 3rd down. Into the hands of his running back, ETN. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
Now, can't blame him looking at that scoreboard, right? Might as well go for this on 4th down. Sticking in the air with Lawrence. Escapes his grasp. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You know, that's one of those little mental Rolodex plays. Right before the snap, you know if the read isn't there, that option isn't there, you can use your legs to make the adjustment and go get the first down.
44-yard line.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Now Lawrence on the play fake. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. And this is going to end up incomplete. He really aired it out there on 1st down, but just couldn't make the connection.
That's what I call complimentary defense right there. That pressure by the group up front, that leads to the incompletion and to the benefit of that secondary.
2nd down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass. Lawrence looking to throw. Into traffic, complete. And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40. The Jaguars are going to call their first timeout. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. And that right there is about the best you can hope for against double coverage. Good chunky yards, and more importantly, Brock, you don't get burned taking a risk.
Yeah, it's really the defense that gets burned, and that is just demoralizing. You got double coverage, you got what you want, and 2 guys can't stop one.
Throwing on 1st down, Lawrence. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Again, it's Lawrence to throw. Here comes the screen for ETN. Oh, he put him in the spin cycle. And he's taken out of bounds as he gets it down near the red zone. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
Something out of nothing, Kate, that may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that, it was all him, turning a modest pass into far more than a modest gain.
Motioning Washington right. Throwing again. Here's Lawrence. Complete right side to Washington. And he has it down officially to the red zone at the 20.
Washington. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the Chargers' 20-yard line.
This is 2nd and 6 coming up. Back to the air. Lawrence. Throw right side. Caught by Thomas. And he's got it inside the 15 before going out. A 7-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
I just don't know how you play defense, Kate, and some of the guys in the league today. How can you balance defending somebody who can run for it or throw it right over your head? These dual threat QBs, they're a nightmare.
First and 10, it's Lawrence. The shot to the end zone is incomplete.
You know what that route is called, right, Kate? OTB. over the ball. And those are the ones you've got to hit. You've got to be able to play offense from the inside out. Got to find a completion right there.
No luck on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, Lawrence. He'll step up, and there he goes. And he will not get to the end zone on our final play as the stop is made in time, and we're out of time in this game. So the Chargers take this one on the road. Well, partner, we spoke earlier about how much of a factor this home crowd was going to be. But even with the added boost from the friendly confines, couldn't will them to the victory.
Yeah, sometimes it just isn't your game. You're never going to win them all, even at home. But what's important now is learning from this defeat, hitting the film room, hitting the weights, making sure this doesn't happen again. Don't let this loss beat you twice.
Well, that'll do it for us, for Brock Heward and our entire hard-working crew. I'm Kate Scott. This has been the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Chargers as we bid farewell from Jacksonville.